A successful makeup application begins with proper tools. Refer to the full list of implements in your chapter for a helpful checklist. Before you begin the makeup application, be sure to wash your hands and drape your client with the cape. Use a headband or clip to secure their hair. If your client's skin is oily or if she is wearing makeup, cleanse the skin thoroughly with a cleanser. Apply toner with a cotton pad to help remove any traces of makeup and restore the pH balance of the skin. Then, apply a small amount of moisturizer. You can also apply a primer at this time. Lip conditioner can also be used by removing the product with a spatula and then applying with a brush. If the lips are chapped, remove the dry skin with a wet washcloth. You can also use an aesthetics wipe or apply a lip scrub. When removing the scrub, avoid using tissue or paper towel as they can be drying and may leave lint on the lips. Now, let's begin the makeup application by selecting the proper shade of concealer. Choose a color that is the same as your client's skin. To cover dark areas, such as under the eyes, you will want to match the surrounding skin closely. You can also use a lighter shade for highlighting. Using a spatula, remove the concealer and then apply with a brush or sponge, using short strokes until blended. To find the right foundation, you may need to select a few colors and blend to match the skin. Use a spatula to transfer some of the product to a clean palette or directly on a disposable sponge. Then apply to the jawline to check the color. If the foundation is a successful match, cover the skin with a thin layer using even strokes. Blend along the jaw and all edges. Be sure to use downward strokes in the direction of the facial hair growth and around the hairline. Pat gently around the eyes. Highlighter can be used to accentuate and bring out features along the brow bone, temples, chin, or above the cheekbones. To achieve this effect, apply a lighter color than the skin tone. Use a spatula to remove the product and blend well with a brush or sponge in the selected area. Contour can be used to make certain features or areas of the face appear smaller. Use a spatula to remove the product, and then using a small amount, apply the darker shade under the cheekbones and wherever needed. Be sure to blend well to avoid any harsh lines. To set the foundation, pour a little powder on a tissue or tray, and then apply to a powder brush. Tap off the excess on a tissue and then sweep all over the face. Next, fill in the eyebrows using a pencil or eyeshadow. Use a shade that is close to your client's hair color or a shade that the client prefers. Brace your hand just above the brow. Apply by using short strokes. Smudge with a brush or a makeup sponge to blend. Then, smooth the brows back into place with a brow brush. Select your eyeshadow shades and carefully scrape them onto a palette. Begin with a lighter color and then add the darker shades. For this look, apply the lighter color all over the eyelid, from the lash line up to the brow, sweeping the color lightly upward and outward, and the color at the outside of the corner of the eye and the brow. To steady your hand and avoid eye injury when applying eyeshadow, gently rest the base of your hand against the cheek of your client. Sometimes a tissue is used under your hand. For the eye, brace your hand just above the brow, not at the top of the head. Next, dip your brush into the darker shade and tap off the excess, and then apply it to the crease. Concentrate the color from the outside corner of the eye into the crease area above the inside of the iris. The color should cover 3/4 of the way above the outside part of the eye. Be sure to blend the color to avoid any harsh lines. Your eyeliner can be a pencil, a liquid, or you can use a wet or dry shadow. If using a pencil, be sure to sharpen it before and after use, and wipe with a clean tissue. If using shadow, apply with a single-use or clean thin brush. Liquid liners will require applicators that are disposable, or they can be disinfected. To apply, have your client shut her eyes and begin on top of the eyelids next to the lashes. Then, have her look up and away as you apply the lower liner under the eyes and lower lashes. Bring the liner 3/4 of the way from the outside edge of the eye in toward the center, ending softly at the inside of the iris. Blend so that the color tapers off. Bringing the liner in closer to the nose can make the eyes appear closer together. Lining only the outside corner makes the eyes appear farther apart. Make sure the line does not stop abruptly. Blend the liner with a firm, small liner brush. Before applying the mascara, you can use an eyelash curler to make the lashes look longer and also open up the eyes. Hold the curler on the base of the lashes without pulling and release the curler before moving it away. For the mascara, use a disposable mascara wand, dip to coat, and then wipe off the excess. Begin by applying to the lower lashes first, as this will help avoid transferring or smudging the mascara on the eyelid. Be sure to brace the hand lightly on the face for more control. To apply to the lower lashes, instruct your client to lower her chin while looking up at the ceiling. Use a lash comb to separate the lashes before the mascara dries. For the upper lashes, use a new disposable wand and wipe off the excess. Have your client look down and focus on a fixed point as you brush from the base to the tip. Use a lash comb before the product dries and before the client looks in a different direction to avoid smudging. To apply the blush, scrape some of the color onto a palette. And then dab your brush and tap off the excess. Apply just below the cheekbones, blending back and forth to the hairline, but not into it. The color should stop below the temple, be no more than 2 fingers away from the nose, or go lower. This can drag down the face. Applying it horizontally can also widen the face, and applying vertically can make it look narrower. If you're using a cream blush, you will want to apply it before applying any powders. For the lips, begin by applying the lip liner. If using a pencil liner, be sure to sharpen it before and after use. Have your client smile, then gently stretch her lips tight. Brace at the corner of the mouth. Apply the liner by carefully lining the outer edges first with small, firm strokes. Then fill in and use the liner as a lipstick. This keeps the lipstick and color on longer. For the lipstick, ask your client to relax her lips and part them slightly. Rest your ring finger near the client's chin to steady your hand and apply the color with a lip brush. Then, ask the client to smile slightly so that you can smooth the lip color into any small crevices. Blot the lips with tissue to remove excess and set color. If desired, you can also finish with lip gloss on top. Be sure to use disposable lip brushes or clean fingers. Remove the cape and hair clips and show your client her finished look. Be sure to answer any questions she may have about the colors and products you used. Because of safety regulations, brushes should be offered to the client since they cannot be disinfected. With the service complete, update your client's chart with any notes or color preferences. And be sure to dispose of any one-time use applicators and spatulas and clean all palettes.